it not only takes a village for kids, it takes a village for everybody.
Papa's number one.
And I was sitting here and I was thinking, because I know for me, and I'm kind of slow, so you got to bear with me. When I always thought about the concept of it takes a village, kids always came to mind, right? It always takes a village to raise a child. And we always understood what that means, because, you know, the neighbor down the street, the neighbor up the street, the neighbor around the corner, the relative or whatever was all in the know of you, your family dynamics, and they all were on one page and one accord with the whole fact that if you did something you didn't supposed to be doing down there, you might get your ass whooped down there, and it'll be okay, because I know that ass whooping is with care and love in a village form, and ain't nobody doing nothing to you maliciously, ill malintent, or none of that kind of stuff. Well, overall, I'll just say that part. I know there's exceptions, but for the most part, that's what the village contains. And not only that part, that's just a really minute part, and we always laugh at that part because we always, you know, that is part of it. However, the other part was you would eat with your neighbors. They would invite you in, come in. If you was playing with their kid, their friend, their cousin, their brother, come on in. Sometimes they'd take you on ventures that they're going to as a family as well. They'll tell him, yeah, you can come. Tell her to come on, get there, bring that stuff. So that was the all-encompassing. You know, yeah, I can help you with it. That's the all-encompassing of the whole village mentality, right? So when I'm sitting here thinking, and I sat and I'm like, you know, a lot of what we have to do is like a home health aid, nothing against it as far as needing one or having the services of one. However, when I think about the village being there for man, woman, child, woman, man, child, what have you, it's certain things beyond being there for a child. Think about the things that we have that going on with our men. You think it don't take a village to continue to support the men and what men are experiencing, what they're going through? You know, as well as women. You think that some of the issues that they're dealing with and standing alone on, and no longer go to family, no longer go to relatives, no longer go to friends to rely on for any of that type of stuff, for all of the encompassing reasons of being talked about, being lied on, or just this whole separation thing where we're all in our own little corner now, and everybody, I'm content with that and don't want to be bothered, including myself to a degree, real talk. So when I think about different things of health, especially the ability to being able to support and take care of one another when a situation arises, when it deals with a health condition. And that's another concept where the village would come in and would assist you. It wasn't so much so the hospital or the home health aid or the nurses. You know, some of those things were also in addition to the village caring for you and doing things for you as well. And with that eradication and erodence of the village, that doesn't exist no more. Now you depend on things that may not be advantageous for you all the time. Medications that you take and different things of that nature that you try to use to supplant some love, comfort, and even some home remedies and different things of that nature to help and assist you. You're relying on things and people, and also, big thing is the money aspect of it, right? So the care requires money, it requires insurance, it requires all these things. And considering the fact that you don't have those things, then you are just left there to sort of rot, so to speak. And I mean, real talk, it's like getting to that point. You know, and the reason why they want a lot of the insurances to be, they didn't mind you putting you on state insurance, because once they say that's it, if that's what you're relying on. Once they say we can't do it, we won't pay for it, that's it. Considering the fact that's what you're relying on. So with us relying on the system for the things that we did for each other as a village, and not having that village there and just the system, it's sad in my heart when I think about that. Because we know the system is rooted in monetarily gain. Most things surrounding around the whole concept of services is for monetarily gain. And I'm not poo-pooing the services or poo-pooing the people who provide those services. In many cases, they are and have been well needed. And I don't even need to go down that rabbit hole for all of that. But I'm just saying, At the end of the day, the village is there to take care of woman, man, and child. And with the eradication and the erodness of this, you are literally left on an island of your own within a village of people. You know how they say you could be in a room full of people but still feel alone? It's like you could be in a village full of people and you still feel alone. You know, and it's crazy because the village has a lot of power and services. The community have a lot of power and services that are untapped and are hardly ever explored, because we in turn we sometimes don't even realize we're relying on the system. But the real power is in the village and within, in the community. That's where all the power really is. That's where people, man, you'll be surprised what people know, what information they have, what knowledge they have that can be an assistance to you. You'll be surprised what connections and different things that they have that can be an assistance to each other. It's there. It's not being utilized. It's not being maximized. Or we don't have it. Then we got to keep looking over here and over there to get it. And a lot of times think it's only a monetary basis. It really so much more that's within the spirit, within the soul, that is so powerful, that just tap into that reservoir will give you all everything else that you're looking for. But anywho, that's my empowerment message for the day. I'm your host, Universal, of the Way Out podcast. Make sure you ensure to like, share, and subscribe, and donate to continue to create this empowerment train. Keep it moving. Choo choo! Check me out on the Way Out 7 LLC.com for all the services I provide: one-on-one coaching, life coaching for you, motivational speaking, MC and events, all that kind of good stuff. All right, I'm out. Peace, love.